Hi guys, Alex Taylor down at Living Golf Academy. Today I'm going to be reviewing the new Ping Glide 3.0 wedges. Right, so third generation of Glide wedges. So we're going to have a little close-up look at the head. There's a couple of styles. So we've got the Glide 3.0 and we've also got Glide 3.0 i2. So a couple of different models in there, very different head shapes. One's a bit of a kind of updated blast from the past. One is an improvement on a current model. But I'm going to talk you through the couple of different models, talk you about the benefits that Ping are talking about from the new 3.0. Going to hit some shots and see, do they actually live up to what Ping are claiming? And if so, are these something that potentially could be going in your bag? If you're new down to my channel, welcome down to Ali Taylor Golf. If you're a returning viewer, as ever, thank you for coming back for more. If you're enjoying the video and you don't currently subscribe, click the button and ring the notification bell. But for now, let's get on with the Glide 3.0s. Right then guys, Glide 3.0. So certainly looking from the back, kind of looks like a bit more technology, little bit more weight towards the high toe. You can see the insert in the back. Just got the standard sole here, 54 degree, 12 degree bounce. So just a little bit of a grind on the back. As we look at the top line, it's a nice classic looking shape, but the technology, we're all about the grooves. Apparently, kind of the way these are machined in, the bottom halves of the grooves are going to apparently generate more spin, so up to 1,000 revs per minute more on the kind of more lofted wedges. So here's an old classic, the Ping i2, but with Glide 3.0 technology. So again, we've got the insert in the back to give a little bit more softness. It's with the Ping i2 though, you've got the very, very different shape. So again, we've obviously got the grooves in there to generate the more spin, and it's where we see that sole, all about turf interaction, how you deliver the club and being able to be a bit more versatile with this style wedge. Maybe not quite as different looking nowadays with a few of the manufacturers offering a very similar shape wedge, but this is the original, but packed with the new technology. Right then guys, Glide 3.0. So key thing for me is, when I look at it shape-wise, it's not a big change, you know, but the big story in this is kind of a little bit lighter, kind of moving the weight around in the head, different grooves in the face, really based around performance. Now obviously you've got your different soles in the wedges. You've got the thin sole, standard sole, wide sole, and i2. So there's a huge selection in the type of wedge you can use. I've got the standard sole. I'm going to hit some Pro V1X golf balls, so the golf ball I play with. I'm just going to hit some little half shots because for me you don't see a big difference with wedges on full shots. You know, so it's really about feel and performance. So it looks great behind the golf ball. I'm going to hit probably maybe a dozen shots. Not going to kind of play all of the shots on camera, but then I'm just going to look at the kind of spin numbers that we're getting. So like I said, I'm going to hit maybe a dozen's too many, maybe half a dozen little pitches. Right then guys, so like I said, I generally don't see loads of different performance on long shots. It's when I get into those little half swings. Now, in the past I've always been quite critical of cast product, only because I think it's generally felt a little bit clicky, a little bit hard, and that's predominantly why I've always tried in my wedges, if I can, stay for something forged. But I have to say the manufacturers are getting very, very good at making cast stuff feel very, very soft. So those felt great off the club face, you know, exactly the kind of shots I've been looking to hit. So it'll be interesting just to look at the numbers though, because that little half swing for me I'm expecting it to go around 70 yards, probably spinning around about 6,500, 7,000. Maybe a little bit lower with 54, but kind of around about that 6,500. So let's have a look at the spin numbers from those shots. But looks and feel, I think they're lovely. Like I said, that's the 54. I'm going to hit just a couple of shots just to give you a bit of feel with the eye too. But let's look at how much it spins, because I'm expecting, from what Ping have said, to see a lot of backspin with this. Right, guys, so there we have it. I was expecting around about 70 yards, so 67 was my carry, so that was good. What I did love with that, though, is it launched nice and low and spun loads. Now, that's exactly what Ping are saying they're expecting to see from that, but nearly 8,600 spin on a little half shot for me is really, really impressive. And what I really like about that, it gives me that ability to get the ball to finish very, very close to my pitching distance. Right, guys, so we definitely saw more spin. Saw a lot of spin there. So I'm going to play same swing, so again, round about that 70 yards, with another manufacturer's 54 degree. Now, this is 12 months old, so there's definitely an argument that the newer wedge should spin a little bit more. But let's have a look what this same swing. So that looked really, really good. So we can see there, 69 yards carry and only 5,400 spin. So very low, probably a little bit lower than I would expect to see with my current, but I don't play 54 and I wanted to do like for like wedges. I'm 56 with mine. So interesting, definitely for me, a little bit of age of wedge I would expect to be the case. But very similar carry distance, but much, much lower spin rate. And certainly the ball launched a little bit higher. So we can see the ball's certainly not gripping on the face as quickly and then going from there. So definitely with the 54, we're seeing a bit more spin. Now, just as a visual, you know, I2, I'll be honest, I didn't used to like I2 when I was a kid. In the wedges, I thought they were a bit chunky looking, not the most appealing to the eye. But obviously, very similar shape. You know, Callaway have had the PM grind and TaylorMade have had the high toe. Interesting though that Ping have definitely stuck to their traditions with just having the grooves in the traditional place. There isn't grooves all over the face. And I'll be honest, I probably prefer that it looks a bit more like every other club with the grooves. I'm not always sure I'm as keen on everything all over the face, but this is 58 degrees. I think it looks good. You know, it feels exactly like the 54. I don't know how many guys will go for I2. I think there'll be the odd one who maybe likes the way it sits. But for me, I think I'd just be more the Glide 3.0 normal. So are these doing what Ping are claiming? Yeah, pretty much. All in all, quite like 3.0. Right then, guys, so as ever, you know, a lot of my review videos, you know, it's not just about saying how good product is, because for me now, all the manufacturers make good product. It's more a case of, does it kind of live up to what they talk about? Now, were 3.0 softer? I don't know. I mean, I'm using the forged. I still think they felt very, very soft. Did they spin more? Now, I think it depends what you compare it to. So I was comparing it to another manufacturer's 54, and we didn't see 1,000 revs more. We saw kind of almost 3,000. So did it spin more? Yes. Now, was that because the older manufacturer, the other wedge was a little bit older? Probably more so. But I mean, to be fair, the amount of spin I was getting on that kind of little half swing I make with 54 was huge. Part of the reason that kind of I'm looking for a lot of spin on that is I'm looking to get the ball to finish round about where it pitches so I can control my yardage as well. And definitely for me, the Pro V1X golf ball that I'm hitting, I know spins a huge amount on those, but that's definitely more spin than I would normally see. So did it perform how Ping was saying? Yes, I would say it did. Do you need to rush out and buy new wedges? Not necessarily. The key is there's some great options with different soles, kind of different bounce angles. So you need to get fitted, get your lie angles correct, but look how you deliver the golf club, and somebody with some knowledge on fitting will be able to set those wedges up perfectly for you. If you're in the market for new wedges, are Glide 3.0 something you should consider? Absolutely. Always make sure you've got the best suited for your game, and that's going to help you play better golf and shoot lower scores. So guys, hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, like and share it. Comment below. I will get back to as many people as I can. Please click the subscribe button and ring the notification bell if you're not already subscribed. Follow me on the social media platforms, all under Ali Taylor Golf. Hopefully catch up with some of you guys down here soon. Stay in contact.